He became the last remaining journalist at Al-Shifa Hospital at the time until he could no longer remain. He would return many times after that. At the time, the disgraceful, bloodied, imperial rag, the New York Times, remarked on the reporting of the airstrikes by Saleh as a Gazan Instagram personality who camped at the hospital for weeks and a subject of various internet controversies. They then referenced the controversies. That is, the New York Times manufactured a lie which would put Saleh's life in danger and directly onto the occupation airline. Shame! As the diligent work of New York workers reveals, we know this isn't the first time the paper of Zionist workers has published and promoted kill lists in targeting our journalism content, including Anas al-Sharif, Hussam Shabbat. And Hussam Shabbat wrote in July 2024, language is important. Language makes genocide justifiable. A reason why we are still being bombed after 243 days is because of the New York Times and Western media. Shame! Shame! The established media knows this. They know the power syntax possesses and death and destruction. Through their service to the military, intelligence, surveillance, and lobbying, the New York Times continues to serve as the eyes and ears of the settler colonial state. Shame! Shame! Contributors linked to the article that references Saleh alone continue to live on stolen land that should belong to Palestinian physician and writer Bldg Harmy. Shame! Shame! We do not exaggerate when we say every time the media lies, every time the media lies, our neighborhood in Gaza dies. Our neighborhood in Gaza dies. As the Zionist extermination campaign intensifies with Meta permanently deleting Saleh's Instagram account, and as billions more are being injected to buy-out politicians and media platforms, we hold the establishment media and its collaborators responsible for the murder of over 270 journalists, including Saleh, for the massacre, for the kidnapping. As Saleh's brother and political prisoner Neji, proudly released yesterday, reminds us of the inconceivable conditions. It is our utmost obligation to carry this cause, to remember the unbelievable suffering and the unbelievable underground. We must fight for the immediate release and the release of all our prisoners held in the Zionist factory, including Dr. Hussam al-Sharif. This week marks the anniversary of Yemen's October Revolution. And 1 year since Shahbaz al-Jalloul was murdered, and many more since George Floyd was as well. Expressing remorse to all of our martyrs. We know that the liberation of indigenous peoples everywhere is inextricably intertwined, and that an attack on the land defenders in Gaza is an attack on land defenders everywhere. Free Tarek Badrouk, free Jackie Gray. From the kill list to the anonymous death threats to the previous shots fired at Saleh, this week's assassination was not the occupation's first attempt. Saleh and his family would continue to receive constant death threats. Put your son away, or we will erase your entire neighborhood. The occupation would tell Saleh's father. As Saleh's father recounts, he was offered the chance to leave with his sick mother, but Saleh refused. He refused to leave Gaza behind. He could have been reunited with his loved ones after being forced to live away from them for months and months at a time. He told his father word for word, "Father, I will not leave here except to the heavens. I will not abandon Gaza, and I will not abandon my mission. As Saleh reminds them, you need a millionaire to break the will of the Palestinian people, and you will not break it. They cannot and did not break the resolve of our smiling Saleh. Let it be known that Saleh was not Mr. Ashton around and find out. He knew the risks involved, and like many before him, he knew what he was finding, and that was liberation. As he describes in his will, it is a continuation of a path I have chosen with certainty. Until his last breath, Saleh was in the line of duty. Saleh chose life. Saleh possessed more moral clarity, conviction, and courage than the entire occupation combined. We must uphold the resistance and vow to never abandon them. Saleh, his family, the people of Palestine. We must
fucking lie.
Yeah, fuck you, asshole. Keep walking.
Saleh's colleagues at Bldg and Al-Shifa Hospital. The occupation does not bomb places. It bombs feelings. It bombs memory. With an occupation that seeks to erase polluted memory, we refuse to let the occupation and its collaborators shoot the memory of Saleh. They cannot kill Saleh's story, and Anas' story, and Hussam's story, and Mariam's story. Their messages must reach the world, and inshallah they will, no matter how hard they try. They cannot erase Saleh's existence off the face of this earth, and we will not let them. As Saleh writes in his will, the word must not fall, nor the image fade. The word is a trust, and the image is a message. Carry them to the world as we have carried. We must do everything possible to protect our journalists and their families who have been targeted. It is our duty to boycott, divest, and unsubscribe and expose their lies. As Saleh references an ayah of the Quran, do not think of those who were killed in cause of Allah as dead. Rather, they are alive with their Lord seeking provision. Saleh lives, and his return to Al-Shifa Hospital, where he announced the news of the ceasefire and awakes his entire neighborhood. He lives in consoling a sleeping child sat near his mother's grave. He lives in the baby who mirrors his well near the rubble. He lives in offering his best to the future generation. He lives in singing Bldg with his fellow journalists. He lives in caressing his furry friend, Neo. He lives in leading Salah as a hafiz of the Quran. He lives in playing table tennis. And he lives in embracing Anas al-Sharif. He lives these 9 lives and many lives over. As his name and nickname implies, he lives as the righteous from the river to the sea, as the one with the utmost of shuhud. In the end, even with the editor's note and edits to the title, even with the revisionist history account, even the New York Times, Verily to him we belong, and to him we return. May Allah grant us shuhada Jannah al-Firdaus. May we bear the responsibility of being witness. May we sit with this rage and sorrow, and may we let it foster into action. Speaking of which, I would like to direct your attention to Bldg's upcoming rally against mini circuits happening this Friday, October 17th at 4 p.m. at 13 Neptune Avenue. As you see from Trump's floating of the state of the art referee, the latest images of the most recent episode signed off by this empire. Mini circuits manufactures components, weapons components for bomb targeting technology that powers the Zionist war machine. We must fight for a people's arms embargo and stop the war machine happening in our background. We will honor all our murders!
We will honor